Up next, they have a passion for one simple goal: basic eye care for everyone. And they do mean everyone. The amazing story of OneSight, right after these messages. Today's episode, we focus on, no pun intended, something most of us take for granted: our eyesight. Did you know that across the globe, over 250 million people suffer from poor vision because they don't have access to basic vision care and eyewear? Well, for the past 20 years, a group called OneSight has made it their goal to use their professional expertise to give back to communities worldwide by providing free vision care and eyewear to those who can't otherwise afford it. And even here in the United States, in today's dwindling economy, this program is needed more than ever. So, we begin in Ogden, Utah, where the OneSight Vision Van is helping some of the most needy children of its inner city schools.
A crowded elementary school yard in the middle of summer doesn't happen very often. But when a slumping economy tries to put an even tighter grip on already strapped inner-city families, the event that draws these people here could not come at a better time.
The schools have actually done a lot of the background stuff. They've done a pre-screening financially and visually. They all have visual acuities already done. So we just sent consent forms home with the parents they needed to sign, and their kids are going to go home with a full exam and new glasses today.
And the incredible cost to each family is?
$0.
This is Ogden, Utah, the most ethnically diverse city in the state, and on this day, because of OneSight, Samantha and dozens of other young people will go through a process that will literally change the way they view the world.
And now look over to your left side. Oh, over here, on that side. Over the other wall, there you go. This gets us a good view inside the retinal area, the area where you have your rods and cones. That's how we see.
And by the end of the day, a transformation will have occurred, courtesy of the self-esteem and self-confidence that comes from being able to see for the first time in such a very long time. Self-trust for these kids that they look and feel good and feel important.
Show me your glasses. Why are those the neatest things you've ever gotten?
Well, because I never worn glasses before.
How's your eyesight been?
Bad. But now it's good.
Tell me what it's like when you're sitting in a classroom. What can you see in the classroom and stuff?
Just blurs.
What are you able to see now that you're wearing those glasses today that you couldn't see before?
I see the leaves on trees, and I could see far away.
We have a lot of folks coming from a lot of places. We serve nearly 13,000 students. A lot of poverty in our school district. We're about 50% representation of minority. Knowing out of those 13,000 students, we have several who probably don't have the means by which they can check vision. Without the ability to see what's going on in the classroom, those young people do not optimize their opportunity to learn, and we want to make sure that happens. With OneSight, LensCraft, and other partners, it happens regularly, daily basis.
That's why I have pursued this as a career. Our foundation does it for so many different levels, but we're a large frame manufacturing company. We also obviously have our retail operations. We've got the manpower, we've got the resources to do it. Why not? There's a huge need across the globe for eye care, and we can do it, so why not do it? We've been doing it for 20 years.
We want to empower every single associate within Luxottica to help right in their own backyard, providing much needed eye care in their communities to give people the ability to develop and grow. We see a world where individuals can now thrive because the obstacle of poor vision is no longer in their way. OneSight allows us the opportunity to lock arms as a global entity and take that great work out into our communities and give it to those who otherwise may never have access to proper eye care.
The volunteers who help OneSight and work on the Foundation's traveling mobile clinic, Seymour, clearly realize the importance of what they do. Many have traveled the world, giving their time to offer to these kids something their parents, because of many circumstances right now, simply cannot afford: eyeglasses.
A lot of kids are labeled with a learning disability simply because they can't see. And it's because nobody knows that they can't see because nobody's taken a look at their eyes. So we've got our 2 mobile units that go across the United States. We have large regional clinics that we do in the inner cities. And we're trying to find all of those kids and give them a chance to be successful in life.
It's just a nice experience in order to bring people vision, and I have the opportunity, being a little older now, to be able to use that time and help others in other countries. Unfortunately, we're going to go to Mexico next week, and we had to cancel that because of the swine flu outbreak, but we'll reschedule that in the future, and hopefully we'll get down there and help them out. A child does not understand that his vision may be different than others, so when all of a sudden they put on their glasses and they can see fine detail in the distance, they're overwhelmed by the experience. Unfortunately, we don't screen our kids until kindergarten, which is really too late. They need to be screened when they're age 2, 3, or 4 in order for us to turn around the amblyopia that's may develop without good vision.
The good work done by one site has an amazing domino effect as well, for the child, to the family, to the school, and ultimately to the entire community.
Well, for the City of Ogden, having somebody like One Sight come in is extremely valuable because the education of our kids is paramount. For us to succeed in the long term, we need our kids to do well in school and achieve. And we've found that a lot of our students that are struggling in class, it's not because they have a learning disability, it's just because they have a hard time seeing. They have a hard time reading their homework or seeing what's on the board. And something as simple as an exam and a pair of glasses can make a huge difference in their ability to excel in school.
Maybe this year I started having a hard time seeing like the overheads at school and stuff. I would get frustrated and sometimes mad because I would have to move up all the time to see the words that I needed.
All right, so now it looks like your glasses are ready. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you as excited as I am?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does everything look?
Good.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
What can you see, Samantha? Tell me.
The world.
You can see the world specifically.
Clear. I can see the grass. I can see the windows clear.
And over the last year, you couldn't see those things, right?
Right.
You basically have a whole new world there?
Yeah.
So how's it feel right now?
Good. Feels good.
Personally, the reason that I do it, I've been in optics for 20 years. And to take what I've learned over all of those years and be able to give it back to people, especially the children, it does something real special for your heart.
You've now seen one example of how hundreds are helped daily in the United States through One Sight's community eye care program. But next, see how thousands a day are being served in Chile. You've got to see it to believe it, right after these messages. We continue our story now on One Sight, whose goal it is to provide free vision care and eyewear to those who can't otherwise afford it worldwide.
Mejillones, Chile, a small northern port town surrounded by the Pacific Ocean to the west, and to the east, one of the world's most arid deserts. Most of the citizens in Mejillones work as fishermen, truck drivers, or miners in the local copper mine. Their average income is less than $300 a month. According to the 2002 census, Mejillones' population is only about 7,800 people. But for the next 2 weeks, more than 30,000 people from the surrounding areas will convene in Mejillones at this small recreational center transformed into an eye clinic. They are gathered here patiently waiting for their once-in-a-lifetime chance to be seen by eye professionals from the humanitarian group One Sight.
So here we are in Chile, Mejillones, Chile, and this is really where the clinic starts. The people come in each day. We start right around 8 o'clock.
Repetimos, hemos comenzado con la letra C, color negro. Hemos llamado a las primeras 10 personas. Llegando, por favor, retirar su número en la puerta principal, costado izquierdo.
In Chile, the person that low income, has to go to get an appointment. And that appointment may take 3 to 6 months for an ophthalmologist to see you. And then you have to gather the pesos to buy the lenses. So many people may go a year or more, before it gets, the appointment and is able to buy the pair of lenses.
She's a 31-year-old female. She has a minus 950 prescription. She is totally blind. Everything is really blurry. She has no glasses for 6 years. 6 years. So
how has she managed?
I don't know. Everything is probably really, really blurry. So we found 2 glasses that were similar to her prescription, and we're going to give her both so that she won't run out of.
Está bien, porque de repente no nos alcanza como para pagar los lentes.
She feels very happy because sometimes they don't have the money to get the glasses and go to a doctor.
What would she like to say to all of the doctors and volunteers who helped her today?
¿Qué te gustaría decirle a todos los doctores que están ayudando acá?
Que gracias, millón gracias.
Thank you very, very much.
Es un regalo de Dios. It's a gift from God. The gift of sight.
They're going to go ahead and give them this form, and then they're going to go ahead and proceed to this next step here, which is the visual acuities. Kind of gives us a starting point. All this information fits into the puzzle to kind of give us the final prescription for each one of the patients. We have some Red Cross volunteers that have been here every day, and they're actually putting the drops into the recipient's eyes. With that little pen light that she's using, she's actually checking the pupil of the eye. Then they can come down off the bleachers here and come into forming these 6 lines that we have here.
You line up the dot into the square, and then when you push the button, and it takes a picture of the eye, and it reads the prescription.
We have a printing system here, so after we take the readings, we go ahead and affix the sticker to the little page here, and with this information, the doctors are going to be able to get another piece of the puzzle to be able to write the final prescription.
This gentleman came to our clinic. He has a prosthetic right eye. He only has vision in his left eye. His only pair of glasses are shattered, so it's not very safe to have him. I mean, his left eye is worth its weight in gold. So we provided him with 2 pairs of reading glasses, new pair of bifocales, and lentes de sol to protect his eyes. His prescription really isn't that high in the left eye, but it must be protected, otherwise he would be blind. And this is his wife as well, who's also going to get a new pair of bifocals and a new pair of reading glasses.
How long has he had his glasses broken?
Like 2 months ago. He knew that he doesn't have the money to replace it, so he just had to get used to it and deal with it.
What did he think when he heard that there was people from around the world giving out glasses?
It's really joyful for him because he knows there's a lot of people that doesn't have the money, and he finally got to replace his glasses, and he's really happy for that and really thankful.
Ellos aparte ayudarlos a nosotros, porque realmente aquí se ve pobreza.
There is a lot of poor people around here, and he's really happy that you're helping, and this is what's so important to him and to all the entire community, because a lot of people can't afford glasses.
Excellent. It is my pleasure, and with great news, his new glasses have just arrived.
Okay.
They are not cracked. It's a progressive lens, so he will be able to see at distance, near, and intermediate, so he can look at his wife when they're having dinner. So, without further ado, we must remove the old ones.
Permiso, caballero. Sáquese tu lente nomás, pruébese eso.
And on with the new glasses. We will.
Los lentes son bifocales, pero puede ver de frente, de lejos y de cerca. ¿Puede ver bien?
Sí.
He can see.
Tell them. Excellent, excellent.
You finally see.
More with one site in Chile, and an impressive milestone is reached. Photojournalist Lynn Peterson concludes his story now in Chile with the vision group One Sight.
This is Fabian, and he was wearing his mom's glasses to read at school, so we were able to find him a pair today.
Really? Just random glasses he was wearing?
Yeah, he was. His mom's glasses. The prescription was close enough, but we got some glasses that were actually to his prescription.
She thought it's a really good opportunity. I have to get a chance right now.
How is it to have your very own pair now and not have to wear mom's?
¿Qué pensáis de tener ahora tus propios lentes?
It's ABN, I understand that.
At this One Sight Chilean 2-week clinic, over 24,000 people receive the gift of sight. However, there are a lot of people whose vision problems are so severe that glasses cannot help. But One Sight is also providing options for them.
So he can't see well, even with glasses. So those are called pterygia.
Yeah.
Pterygium.
What would cause that?
Sunlight and wind. Outside in the sun without sunglasses on, he may work outside.
Is that common here?
Yes, I see tons of it.
What do you do to fix it?
They can surgically, the ophthalmologist can surgically remove it.
If these people can't even afford glasses, though, how can they afford an ophthalmologist?
They can't, but what I understand the health system is if we refer them, then they come into the health system and then the country takes care of it for them.
And even with over 50,000 pairs of donated glasses to choose from, there are those whose prescriptions are so unique that One Sight can't help these people here. However,
why did you just take her mugshot?
Her prescription is so strong we don't have anything remotely close to it in stock. So we have one of our team members who's taking these impossible to find prescriptions back to the States. We're going to grind the lenses there and then ship the glasses back here. We've got it all set up how we can hand off.
What does it do for these employees, these vendors? What does it do for their morale being part of this group?
It's amazing. You have so many different people from around the globe that come together for a global clinic. For example, we have team members from the United States, Canada, Italy, France, and Austria, and to be able to come into a country, complete strangers, and in 2 weeks be like family. It's amazing that the teamwork and the camaraderie and just how all the diversity comes together to form a common bond and a common purpose.
What is it like working for a company that does something like this nationally and globally?
You know, it's so nice because it's not always we want them to give to us. It's nice to have a company that wants to give back too. You know, they care 100%. It's about the quality of life for people. When you don't have eyesight, when you can't see, your quality of life is just not what it could be or what it should be. And our company understands that, and they think everybody should have the gift of sight.
But every volunteer on this mission is a Luxottica employee. This mission also serves as a learning opportunity for optometry students, like Roy Gordon.
As a student, how do you think this will carry over into your professional life?
I think this is going to be extremely beneficial. It is really early in my career, and knowing that there are people out there that really can't get what they need as far as their vision requirements and getting glasses and being able to live their lives to the fullest. It really makes going back to the United States that much easier. I really appreciate what I do, and I love it even more. I can't wait to start my career.
Let's go.
Oh, muy bonito.
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
thank you. Es para mí muy importante recibir de parte de la corporation mis lentes, my glass. My glass is beautiful.
I happy. Thank you very much.
So just tell me, when I put this lens in front, does that make it clearer?
Yeah, it does.
Good.
For going on 20 years, OneSight, Luxottica, and their employees have helped millions worldwide. And just last June, at a OneSight clinic held in Sydney, Australia, this girl just became the 7 millionth person given the gift of sight by OneSight.
I was excited. There's a lot of people. 7 million people. That's a lot of people. I was excited, very excited.
And they wanted the program to grow, you know, from 2 missions to 5 to 8 missions, 12, 16, 20. And that's what has happened in the last 8 years. We went from being small to run 20 missions a year. We have had missions where we have seen over 40,000 people. We have had missions in the jungle, in Panama. We have been in Africa, in Morocco, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Mali. Now we're going to be in South Africa. We have been in Romania, in Bulgaria, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, China. Okay. We are global. Sometimes I feel like Captain Kirk. We go where nobody else will go. Okay. Last year in Calama, about an 80-year-old lady. Okay. We gave her a bifocal. She had not wear glasses for about 20 years. She couldn't see. Okay. And we put the glasses, we clean it, put the glasses. The lady, you know, you start to see like you're afraid to look, okay? I mean, something is happening here, okay? And look at the hands, you know, and look at this guy. And then the first word that she tells me after that reaction, today I will be able to see the face of my grandchild because I have never seen their face. All that I have done is just touch them, imagine them. But today, I will be able to see them.
And that's what it's all about.
It gets you right here.
Can you believe that? 7 million people given the gift of sight through the efforts of OneSight. Congratulations on such an amazing accomplishment. It speaks so much about the generosity of the Luxottica Group Foundation, especially in today's economy when it seems every corporation is tightening up their expenses. They have stayed true to their mission, and we are truly impressed. So, if you too are inspired to want to help give the gift of sight with OneSight, it's really as simple as dropping off those old eyeglasses that you have lying around the house collecting dust and taking them to any one of the hundreds of donation boxes across the country. Their sites are too numerous for me to mention here, but trust me, they will be easy for you to find. To learn where those boxes are or to learn more about OneSight, just log on to our website, search the keyword OneSight, and we'll connect you to them. Thanks for watching, and thanks for caring.